Remember when at the university? University is the source of everything where it happen in the country. Whether it be through politics or through religion or any other kind of thing.
Economics, social.
Every something, man. That's why I call it a university. It was placed here because it's supposed to produce people who are supposed to come and serve Jamaica. That is by bias of Rastafari saying service. But essentially, I'm set up for people to come maintain a governance structure, which include religious and political structures. So you have a university, you have a UTC. Yeah, the theological college are those who produce the people who are supposed to control the religious component, you know. And then the university produce the people who control the other parts of society. So you have the church and the state who really control what we call society.
Yeah.
And when you think about it, fundamentally, the church is above the state. Because spirituality, yeah, man, is above the state at that time, man. But me I tell you, say, in what's supposed to happen.
Yeah.
But even today, I just soon enough and don't realize.
No, but it look like the politics.
Yeah, man. But that's what it look like.
So how we church?
That's what it look like. That's it. The politics dominate the local churches. The politics, Jamaican politics don't dominate the Catholic Church. Okay. I'm not asking you that.
No, the Catholic Church are the head church.
And that I showed you the head church.
The Catholic, everything is like a knockoff, a breakaway.
So, but I'm not out the breakaway. Because the ones that who deal African retentionist thing, and one can say, boy, them thing they always exist in a kind of spirituality. See? But what I say, in terms of how governance set, the church, the Catholic Church being the head of all the churches, is also the head of the state. Because every state is established, and if we get whatever them call blessing and ratification through the church system.
So how the Catholic Church control the politics in Jamaica directly?
Alright, I can't tell about all the politics. The Catholic Church control the politics, but I know that the Catholic Church control a number of the minds of the man who are in politics. Because I remember politics subscribe to some religious practice. I remember say religious practice now, you know. And I'm not religious. Because religious I believe in rituals that really link to, and it almost kind of box you in based on the doctrines and the dogma. Rastafari is not religious, although not a religion, although you have some Rastafari people are religious. But we're not like that still, see? But the point I'm making is that, you know, all people in government linked into some kind of spirituality which is linked into a religion. That kind of spirituality, or what you call religious practice, is what guides or should guide how you live and how your outlook. So for example, Western Christianity. Because you know it's supposed to guide. The question is where you practice, where you learn. So if you look on it, in the Bible gives the first set of laws that man would adopt and implement into them state, which is them called the commandments. Thou shalt not do this, thou shalt not do that, thou shalt not do that. And it's about 10 of them. Although you know people can link it back to other ancient societies like the 42 negative confessions of Ma'at, where you could see those 10 laws incorporated in the 42 negative confessions of Ma'at. But not get into that space. So you have those 10 laws. Now those laws say you shouldn't do. Now here comes now in the New Testament, Jesus, which come with the next set of laws. When we call them laws, and when we say if you adapt these practices, people are going to live good. So like I tell you about the Beatitudes. Yeah, but you have some Beatitudes. Are the Beatitudes? I must tell them, I remember God judge is enough to write them thing there. I must say, boy, blessed are the this and blessed are the that. But that thing where I show you now a different kind of
blessed
thing.
Blessed are the meek, and shall inherit the earth.
You're going to still get good governance in society. So if you observe the 10 commandments and adapt these new teachings, then you're supposed to have an alright space. So the people them who now go into politics will have adopted these principles and say, alright, this is how we're going to govern. So the expectation is, with the church being the head, which I show you about truth and right and good, that's what it's supposed to be doing. And you know, as a man who go to church, have those as your principles and practices. When you go serve people as government, you're supposed to serve them good. So you see it? So it's really the head of the stream. Now it means then, if we see bad politics taking place in the country, it means you have also bad religious practices taking place in the country. That you understand what I say? So is that what happening over here?
I know all politicians really outrightly subscribe to like make them know say them affiliated with a denomination.
No, but all them do. Because when you find Jamaican birth certificate, it's a big thing now.
Yeah.
Them go everything you say, when you're a Christian, there is a Christian
if
with
you
church.
sign up an application,
Yeah, man, most of the time.
what
Yeah,
kind of
man.
religion.
Yeah, so
It's
Jamaicans
like them
in
force
general.
If you accept.
They never force, because sometimes
Because,
think something
if-
else go automatic.
Yeah, but if you do an application and you put policy you're a Muslim, that's an
Automatic,
automatic
yeah,
red
man.
flag.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
a
man.
red flag that.
Yeah, man. So we know it must be, I mean, I'm fully acceptable true. Yeah, man. Them use it as a way to discriminate to man.
I probably use it for them statistics.
Yeah, them always. Enter collect data, it have to use the statistics. But
Yeah.
they say it have other functions. See, and so when a man analyze the data, it might have a certain criteria for selection.
Yes.
And so that information can make him decide them use my select the eye or not still. See? But I say, oh, say have that. All religious philosophies fundamentally speak to good. But because there is so much ambiguity in the information, enough man spin them and use them for bad.
Yeah.
See? So that's what I'm saying to you then. So suppose the man them who in a parliament adopted Jesus principles then in them governance. You think they have nobody at thief in the government?
Yeah, they're not still corrupt.
But them would adapt, that means them not adopt Jesus principles then.
No.
Because them not tell
No,
about
but
thieving.
Jesus' principles are theology now. We have to face a reality.
No, but it's it's liberty. It's not those to tell. Hey, watch them man them, don't tell them things. I'm not a religion man. We don't give you Jesus style, but I'm going to show you something what you know from in that book. Everything what that virgin that are about is about living and practice. It's not no hypothetical thing, but again, it's all one reason. So note then, the one said to you, don't discriminate against people. I'm saying quite clearly.
Yeah.
I say, I think you make a sound. And again, let me clarify this. As I went to St. George's College, a Catholic school. Religion was compulsory.
Yeah.
We had to read what you call the synoptic gospel, which is Matthew, Mark, and Luke. And all the exam was about. We have the religion education compulsory.
You think it's still compulsory down there?
I'm not sure.
Okay.
I'm not sure. But by his George's religion compulsory because it's a religious school.
Yeah.
When you enter the space, you have so much symbols and things, and you have to understand iconography. Them things they reinforce certain things. You know?
Yeah.
But
even not directly, indirectly.
Yeah. But I think I best school where you could ever go. For that same reason too. Yeah man, come I show you. Because when you read them book now, them always ask what they think they mean.
Yeah.
And you really, and I emphasize, they say the word sound of Jesus. I'm not check it and I say, you know, say bridging, you be a good bridge them talk about.
So you rate Jesus then?
Rate Jesus?
Yeah.
Rate the story of Jesus.
I mean story.
Is that a story, man?
No man. So
Is that a story?
when I say story, it sound like
no, it's
fictional.
no, I never say fiction or non-fiction.
No.
You don't know if it's fiction or non-fiction. So it's a story.
So you don't think it was a real life? Don't like how you can relate to
You want to go into religion.
No,
alright.
Hold on. We're not going on that now.
Yeah.
We want to talk about the election we are coming.
Okay, because
Wednesday.
I can show you for you.
Wednesday.
That is the point I'm making that say.
Yeah.
If them adapt those principles,
Yeah.
in terms of say, don't be selfish to people, don't discriminate, if you go serve people good, all those good things they might teach.
Yeah.
Them couldn't run the country like how them run the country now because the data actually shows that in Jamaica corruption. When you check out Transparency International, Jamaica have a ranking of 4.44 out of 100. 100 means
That's
you're free of
current data.
yeah man. You're free of corruption at 100. 44 means corruption is like an equivalent in a society. It's systemic. But Jamaica have been having these ranks across both governments. Corruption has always been a very strong part. So note, if you link that again back to your religion, in the story that Bridget going to a church, where the man might gamble and kick over the whole of the table, what do you think that symbolizes? That symbolizes people are involved in corrupt practices.
Yeah. In
Which
a
don't know
church.
it. So but I'm in a church, but the church represents that space.
Yeah.
You must say corruption is up with the Bridget, the anti-corruption philosophy. Is the point I'm making. So even those people in parliament are affiliated with a religious organization. They don't practice anything which comes out of that religious practice and things. Nothing.
So why Rasta no kick over a table where them are do corruption in the church? Why Rasta take a back seat to corruption?
Rasta don't take a back seat. Rasta you know back. Rasta always forward. Rasta the way past religion and state. Wait a minute, let me tell you. Because I Rastafari. I never gone past church and state. Way past church and state. But don't get anchored in them because those are the things that create problems. Church create division, the state create division. Rastafari unite all the people, man. Now that's why they could have reason die. Watch your Rastafari. Let me tell you clear. Let me make it clear, man. Saying that what all I know Rastafari. All I know. Because what is Rastafari? We're not talking about no, you know you talk to them, okay, you talk about Rastafari like a religion. Rastafari is not no religion.
It's not a religion.
No, it's how people live.
Oh, it's
so live where I live, man.
Okay.
See evidence of people living here.
Yeah.
The eye of a virgin is a religion, man.
Yeah.
But it's also a police. Remember Rastafari, Charles, and Bud Babylon, and the police ever talking of.
Yeah.
So how I know about you?
No, because it's a concept.
No, because it's a setup.
Yeah, it's a setup.
And I gone past the setup. And same way, them try to set up people for anti-people or church people. And even people in the politics. But you don't do that. It's the head of the institutions where the problem always lie. I tell you that.
Yeah.
The head of the church, the head of the government. Now the people who associate with those organizations are good people, you know.
Yeah.
Enough of our people very spiritual, so we look towards guidance in our religious space because we are look for something which gives us an answer.
Yeah.
Enough of we are look for governance and guidance, so we look to our government, assuming, let them talk about you first, assuming, because I go to school and pass exams and we're educated, them assume that you're educated, automatically you become a good person who knows that when you come out of university and you go into any space, whether you go into politics or private business, you have a mindset of helping people. That is a faulty assumption. Now the mindset should have been influenced by a spiritual practice, by a religion.
Yeah.
So you find that the man them abandon those foundation religious spiritual practices in them day-to-day life. And them also abandon the way they were socialized. Which means that when you do work, you're supposed to help people.
So you feel that because most of them politicians are subscribe to a Christian practices instead of the Rasta practices. Why they so corrupt?
No. It's because most of these politicians
you feel say for the Rasta in a parliament,
Rasta not going to parliament.
It would have been less corrupt.
No, Rasta can't go into parliament. Because Rasta bunny monarch.
Bunny?
Yeah man, Rasta not really the monarch. What you think? No, but that's the Rasta, it's called Bingi. That's the Bingi, you know.
Yeah, bunny monarch.
Yeah man. Because the monarch is the head of the oppressive state system. It's not democracy in parliament. All those youth in parliament swear to the monarch of England.
Yeah.
Even Andrew, don't say I'm a part of the Privy Council. You ever read that statement?
Yeah.
The statement from the Privy Council tells you if his first allegiance is to the monarch, you know. And if you hear anything going against the monarch, you have to report it immediately.
Yeah, that Mark Golding beat him in the debate.
Okay, well you see, you know, but I'm sure there is a virgin said no.
Then become a part of the Privy Council.
Yeah man, you say, but he's not going to
so that is why him no really move from the Privy Council, but you know I tell you that. He cannot.
You know, swear him thing, man. I mean, I say him cannot. Like him can, but I'm saying,
you
know, after they're part of something, and you know, but I'm not get distracted by them, Virgin. The point where I met is that if Rastafari is not going to be a part of it, I says about Rastafari. All I say to you, if these Virgin who are in Parliament, who are part of a religious organization and Christianity in and of itself, even though I can show you about things that God do which is really bad in the Bible, but the overall philosophy of Christianity, which is governed themselves by Jesus, based on what I learned when I got to school at George's, if these guys were practicing any of those principles, when they say Jesus did that teach him as a Christian, them couldn't do things that they do. So it's the abandonment of those principles in the practice that cause the problem in both the church and the state. Is that the church, the state alone? Because too much time you hear the man them call up some churchman name in some bad practice, just like politician. And you're the worst thing to know. This is the worst thing that I find in the church. Them don't rate the youth them in the church. So every time you them have ideas, them shoot them down. And I'm going to tell you this as somebody who have over 600 students at the university, which are all those youth are youth who have some kind of church affiliation. The majority of them, I still think in some church thing. When I ask those youth to write strategic plans, because that's all my course them look. Write a strategic plan, write a proposal, or you write in a business plan, and I said to them, write it for one of your organization when you know they can't afford to pay for this guy to cost $350,000. Majority of them have something linking into a church program. That's why I know so the man in my church that listen to them. Because I mark those plans, and more than 60% of my students get A's. You hear me I say? That means say, if 100 of the youth them a church youth, at least 6%, 60 of them get a paper.
Yeah.
Which is A. And I am telling you about a document that worth 350,000 Jamaican dollars.
Yeah.
These youths write for them organizations. When it said to me, you know, is that you have the youths who have some ideas as to how them can make the church and help more people. Because these youths are not like when me have to go jazz and me have to read the Bible like that. No, them read it.
Yeah.
But I mean, they practice. So them want to set up an organization where support education, where there's, you know what I mean, a whole set of those youths proposals so I know more reflect the teachings where they learn about Jesus when they got judges. Them principles, because of course them social entrepreneurship you talk about where the proposal where you're mission driven.
Yeah.
See? But you have to sustain it by some independent dynamic source of funding. So where I say you can't take collection for fund all church program. So the church have to do set up an enterprise where it makes money and them use that money now to finance all of the intervention programs they want to have as an institution. And use them would have written what programs they want to support. And the business over do it.
They say church make money.
And the church make money?
Yeah.
The church should make money. But nobody make more money than the people say. But I'm saying, but the church have to know, say, Virgin, you can't use collection to sustain the mission of our church. Because the mission, alright. Remember, I know? Alright.
We know